What if I told you that the most sophisticated communication network in US history was brought to its knees by a plastic toy found in a 50-cent cereal box? Before there was an iPhone, there was a whistle, and without it, the digital world as you know it might not exist. This is the story of the man who taught Steve Jobs how to hack. You see, cybersecurity isn't about firewalls. It is about human curiosity. In 1971, one man proved that a single sound frequency was more powerful than $1 billion infrastructure. This is the origin of hacking. This is the story of John Draper. Meet John Draper. In the early 70s, he wasn't a criminal. He was an explorer of a hidden world. While the rest of the world saw a telephone as a simple tool to talk, John saw it as a massive interconnected musical instrument. Here is the human-centered twist. The Bell system engineers built what they thought was a perfect machine, but they made a fatal human mistake. They assumed no one outside their office would ever discover their secret language, the 2600 Hz tone. Inside a box of Cap and Crunch cereal was a cheap plastic toy whistle. John discovered that if you taped over one of its holes, it emitted a tone at exactly 2600 cycles per second. When John blew that whistle into a phone receiver, the network was tricked. It thought he was an internal operator with total control. He could call London from a New York payphone for free. He wasn't just freaking the phone lines, he was hacking the human logic behind the system's design. This is where it gets interesting for our cybersecurity journey. Two young kids heard about John's exploit. Their names Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs. They realized that if you could control the phone network with a sound, you could control the world with a circuit. This was the true birth of the hacker mindset. It wasn't about theft, it was about the interdisciplinary thrill of understanding a system better than its own creators. John Draper, known to history as Captain Crunch, eventually faced prison for his curiosity. But he left us with a viral lesson for 2025. Technology changes, but human nature doesn't. We are still building billion-dollar systems based on implicit trust. Trust that can be broken today by a simple creative mind, just as easily as it was with a plastic whistle in 1971. If you want to understand the future of security, you have to look at the humans behind the history. Subscribe to our Origin series to see how the past is shaping your digital safety today. Comment below if you found a whistle in today's tech. Would you report the bug or explore the system? Join the conversation on human-centered cybersecurity here at Cybernotiz, and I will see you in the next Origin story.